video. I tried recording this video once and made it about 30 seconds into it. But yeah, we're doing the accessory tier list. Finally, took me a while. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. So first off, we got the Titan Blade. Titan Blade, it's good. Gives 12% attack. It's not the best for anything, but it's about the second or third best for pretty much everything. For raid, it's really good. For dimensions, it's really good. For boss rush, it's really good. For time challenge, it's pretty good. But yeah, I'm gonna put it in S tier. It's not high S tier, it's more of a low S tier. You'll see I do have two new tiers because I think I need, or made one or two different tiers last time because I thought I needed them. So just in case I do need them, they're here. But next up, we got the little crown. It gives 7% crit chance, which isn't great, but it's not terrible. I'm going to put it in C tier. 7% crit chance is useful. It's not that useful. Since it's a legendary accessory, you only get 4 substats, which is sad, but yeah. Next up, we got these little things. They also give you 6% crit chance. They look cooler, but I prefer the little crown, so I'm going to put it under it. They are the same thing stat-wise, but I just prefer the crown. Next up, we got the sword. The, gives 15% mob damage, which you could consider overpowered. That was boss damage. That'd be pretty awesome. But it's not. I'm gonna put it in B tier. 15% mob damage isn't really that useful. It's like 0% extra damage in raid. The only thing you're getting is the substats on it. Um, it's a mythic, so you get 5 substats. But yeah, it's kind of useful for dimensions. It's pretty bad for raid, pretty bad for boss rush. So overall, it's more B. It's good for time challenge though. But next up, we got the little beast guy things. They are useful if you die a ton. You're still gonna want to have extra damage, like a maneuver gear or maybe a cooldowns accessory. I think you want to have a maneuver gear if you don't do that much damage. If you do like 3 or 4 billion damage in raid, yeah, you're gonna need a cooldown accessory for dimensions. But yeah, you just don't want to lose even more damage if you're not doing any. But yeah, they're pretty useful, but also pretty useless. They give 0.5% healing. That's not good. It increases some people's damage if they die a lot and they're laggy because it takes like 30 seconds to respawn, which is not that cool. So I'm gonna put it in D tier. Not the best accessory. I'll put it C tier. It could boost your damage a ton, but that's if you lag a ton and die a ton. A ton. If that was one word, that'd be pretty a ton. Anyways, we got these little guys, 17% crit damage. I'm gonna put that in A tier. It's not too good. I consider 2% or yeah, 2% crit damage to be equal to 1% crit chance, which means they're worse than the crit chance accessories, but I'm gonna put them in A tier still. They're mythic, they give you 5 substats, which that's basically every accessory in the game. They give you 17% crit damage. Pretty useful if you're using Shadow Monarch especially, or if you have like Yor as your assist and Shadow Monarch. That's pretty useful. You could say that's better than a crit chance accessory. But yeah, next up we got Chainsaw Dong. Heavily underrated. It gives you 10% attack, which is pretty nice. Pretty nice. Pretty much 12% attack. I mean, losing 2% is not that much. You are gonna do like a little bit less damage though. I'm gonna put them in high A tier. They're not the best A tier, but 10% attack is probably the most useful accessory out of the bad accessories. Like the A tiers, it's probably the top A tier. Maybe there might be a better one. I don't know. But next up we got the chainsaw. It's just an improved version of the beast accessory. I'm gonna put it right here just because it's a little bit better than the beast accessory and it looks cooler, and my cat just came in my room. Okay, next up, we got the Obito's balls. We got those. They give 10% crit chance. I consider that to be a little bit better than, you know, the 17% crit damage. Okay, 10% crit chance, better. Because, like, 10% crit chance is equal to, like, 20 crit damage. So, if there was a 20% crit damage accessory, that would be pretty awesome. But next up, we got these little guys. They also get 12% attack, and they look cooler than the Titan Blade. So I'm going to equip that instead. I don't know. It kind of depends on which one you have better stats on. Not even kind of. It just does. I think the Tengen Blades look cooler, so I'm putting them above the Titan Blade. And it's always going to be like that. Anyways, we got these. The Dragon's Ball. The dragon from One Piece, his ball. We brought him with us. There are 7 of them, I think. Yeah. How did I forget how many how many balls Dragon has? Anyways, it's S tier. In my opinion, it's the second best. Second best. Um, it's the best for dimensions. Unless you're talking about energy wings. It's a tad bit better because it gives 10% cool introduction. But I don't think they look that good. 10% cool introduction though, very useful for dimensions, very useful for raid. Moving on. Next up, we got these little guys. Personally, I love how these look. I don't have them, but they look awesome. Anyways, they give you 15% boss damage, which in my opinion is better than having cooldown. So you could having okay, maneuver gear isn't that much worse for raid, but maneuver gear is a pretty decent amount better for raid. Did I just okay? Maneuver gear is a little bit worse for dimensions. You'll lose time by a few seconds, but in raid you're gonna lose a few 100 million damage. Well, if you were me, if you were doing like a billion damage, you probably wouldn't lose 100 million. But if you were me doing 11 billion, you'd probably lose like 300, 400, maybe 500 million damage, which is not cool. Um, so yeah, you're going in S tier, bub. Next up, we got these little guys. I forgot what they do. I actually don't even have them. Oh. I'm pretty sure they give crit chance though. I don't know what they give. Why are they even in this tier list if I don't know? Because I rated them last time. Wait, where did I put them? How did YouTube somehow manage to split this into 2 parts? Here's where I did the tier list, and here's where I did the accessory tier list. Conclusion. At least I got that right. That kind of wasn't. That kind of was the conclusion. Okay, so I put them right under this thing, which means it also goes under this thing. So okay. Next up, we got this little guy. I don't remember exactly how much it was, but I think he's 5% or 10% mob damage. If he's 10%, it's pretty good. If he's 5%, actually, he's 7%. Got him red-handed. It's 7%. Anyways, where should we put this little guy? 7% mob damage is not as good as these. I'm gonna put him D tier. He used to be meta for time challenge because, like, at the time, accessories were brand new. He was like the best accessory besides like the tiger. He was the best for time challenge because he gave mob damage and you don't need boss damage for time challenge. So he's going in D tier. Next up we got this. I don't remember what it gives, but I do have it in me and my friend's DM. So shout out to Dizzy. So okay, it gives 7% mob damage, which means this one gives 10%. So I'll put it right here, and you go here. 7% still kind of good. This gives XP, so it gives you 5% XP. It feels like 20%. Now that would be kind of crazy. That would be OP for leveling. I'd put that in B or C tier. That would be awesome. Maybe even A tier. But anyways, this little shield. I'm pretty sure I have it. Yeah, I have it. So it gives you 12% HP. In my opinion, a little bit better than 5% XP. Putting it in F. Okay. I'm putting this. This has 5% cool introduction. It's actually not that terrible. I'm putting it in bottom D tier. This has 5% boss damage. I'm gonna put it in bottom, top D tier. So, pretty awesome. Now we got this little guy. Um, he's good. He's good. He's good. He's good. He's good. He's good. Actually, I'm gonna raise these up a little bit because they can help some people out. If according to me, if you had my stats, these would be literally useless. Like they just would be almost the worst. Anyways, 10% boss damage. Awesome. That's awesome. The only thing that's holding it back is it's a legendary accessory. Um. Uh, oh, did I put it above the 15% mob damage? So healing. Uh, yeah, I will. I'd say it's a tad bit better. Alright, so this. Forgot what it gives. It gives 11% crit damage. Yeah. Crazy. That is crazy. I'm putting it right here. Okay. Next up, we got this little guy. We got this little guy. This one! He gives 17% mob damage. No, he gives 17% crit damage. Okay, anyways. Uh, he's going right above this, because I do prefer using this. I like to imagine myself having a little cape. Anyways, we got this little guy. 10% crit chance. Same thing as Obito's accessory, but it looks cooler. Next up, we got the energy wings. 9% cooldown reduction. Now, if it gave 10%, I'd put it above Dragon Balls because it looks cooler. If you guys did not know, every single pro, anyone that's over like 8 billion damage, everyone, just every pro that's involved with the community, everyone I know that's really good uses this accessory as their like looking accessory, the appearance accessory. It's so good. It, and it makes you move faster. I don't know how. I don't know how it does that. It just makes you move faster. I didn't think that was possible. It just does. It's like having another small skin. Anyways, the tree, the classic. I'm putting it above Obito accessory. It doesn't look as cool, but it's the classic 10% crit chance accessory. It gives 10% crit chance, by the way. Anyways, I've said anyways like 12 times. We got the maneuver gear. It's the same thing as these little wings, but it's actually easier to get. But overall, I'd say they're literally the same. It's just maneuver gear doesn't look as cool, so I'm putting it above. I'm putting maneuver gear below for anyone that's blind or just not looking at the video, or has really bad eyesight, or has their eyes covered with their eyelids. Anyway, alright. I just had to say anyways again. Alright, we got these little things. I'm gonna put them right here. Right here. I don't like them. They give 17% crit damage. They don't look cool. I just don't really like them. Anyways, we got the Gojo Mask 10% crit chance. I really like this accessory. I really like how it gets crit chance, and I really like how it just looks. Not putting it above Tanjiro's accessory. I just prefer Tanjiro's accessory. But all these right here are the same stats. All these little guys. Next up we got the Gear 5 Mantle. I don't know why I forgot what that gave. It gives 10% cool introduction just like Dragon Balls, but it looks better. One of the best looking accessories in the game. Has to be top 5. Alright. Next up we got Yorji's accessory. Gives you 10% crit chance. It looks just like Tanjiro's accessory, but it doesn't look as good. So I'll put it under. There we go. Jimmy's accessory 2 tier list. If you wanna use this exact tier list and make your own tier list, let me know. I'm thinking of doing a video reviewing your guys' tier list. Please don't copy my opinion. And just if you want to make this tier list, just go to Tier Maker or just search up tier list on Google, and then just type in this little search bar Gym Accessory 2 tier list, and mine will probably come up. So you can make your own tier list. And I can just hit view community ranking and see your tier lists. I think that's how it works at least. How long is this video? It's 15 minutes. Ooh. Anyways, that's the end of today's video. And I'll see you guys in another interesting video where I hit two birds with one stone. Goodbye.